Hello, and welcome to the Little Ghosty Games channel. My name is JStation64, and I will be your GM this evening as we play Jammy Dodgers, a D&D 5e actual play, which is currently a homebrew adventure, which will lead into the star-striding adventure of SpellJammer. Soon, soon it'll be there, I'm sure. I am joined, as always, by 3 expert wedding planners and the characters that they have chosen to play. So let's meet them now and find out how they're doing. Starting with Ghost of Sunny. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. I am a person, apparently. Not a minion, but a person who'll be taking part in this game.
100%.
Jomp's just revealed how they feel about the rest of us. Well, either Amadan or Jomp. I don't know who it was coming from, but
We're gonna strive to be people today, but not that much. I've completely lost my train of thought. But I play Basque, a Tabaxi Ranger, and we're excited to get going. Not sure how I feel about going on the ocean, but otherwise, the wedding planning I'm excited for, I think.
Just not so much the boat stuff. Next up, we have Amadan. How are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing absolutely great. It's Thursday. It is pre-Friday. This is fantastic. What more could I want? Hello, I'm playing Amadan, who is normally Jomp. Our friendly little kobold sorcerer. Jomp is still pondering on some words that they heard last week. The words were, "We're naked. Let's do some groping." Can't get them out of Jomp's head.
Was that in-game or just...
That was Rusty last week.
That's about all knowledge.
Yeah, and speaking of running around naked, hello RevTed, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. I run around naked for at least 10 minutes, so I'm warmed up. But no, I'm good. I don't actually know what SpellJammer is. Is it like a world where everyone does spells and there's this one dick move that goes around going, "Oh, what?"
It's all musical spells. It's just everyone's just jamming to.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So
that would be so good.
To the uninitiated, and anybody who's come to this game expecting SpellJammer has been wildly underwhelmed so far. SpellJammer is the name of a boat. Well, a type of vessel that flies through fantasy space, and it is also the name of the setting and the rules of a D&D world. It's a bit like there's Eberron, there's Faerun, there's Dragonlance, and I can't remember any more. Now I feel good about remembering Dragonlance. But it's one of the world settings like that you can do. That's what SpellJammer is.
Ah, that makes sense. I think.
Yeah, hopefully that does make sense. I
also
hope it's true. I'm just that's just off my head.
We're 11 sessions in, 12 sessions in. I still don't know what a SpellJammer is.
Well, it's fair because I haven't given you any SpellJammer stuff yet. It's
not really come up yet, has it? To be fair.
The name is a complete misnomer, guys. We're never going to get there. It's fine. So, last week, having thoroughly interrogated Kurt and Ernie in the secret vault at the back of the Bad Batch warehouse, our adorable adventurers discovered a list of directions that they found in Travis's desk in his warehouse correlates with a secret dock that they found at the back of the vault. Reporting in to Captain Sartell of the Moon Dancer, she offered you to take you up the coast, but also didn't want to delay getting her new artisanal ballista repaired. So in a manner not a million miles away from the kind of Channel 4 reality TV shows we were talking about before we went live, you managed to convince Raf and Demi that the proprietors of the Iron and Anchor, kind of, to come along because it would be also serve as like a second wedding sea event type thing for them. Demi wasn't really sold, but thankfully for you guys, Raf was wild about the idea over the moon. So that's where it's going. So, with the dwindling sunlight hours remaining, Raf and Demi get their materials ready to work on the go. They've got until the morning to get ready. And for the Jammy Dodgers, you have got until the morning to source a wedding cake. I think was your plan. And yeah, so we arrive at Miss Flowerpenny's. Who is going to explain this whole situation to Miss Flowerpenny?
Well, this is a sticky pickle, isn't it? How are you feeling, Miss Flowerpenny? Are you tired?
Well, I'm a bit
Maybe not
more relaxed now. I'm not trying to break into a warehouse and all that.
I know what would make you even more relaxed. Making a wedding cake.
She kind of like sinks back into her. Well, she's probably have a stool rather than a chair, so she can balance herself and come back again. A wedding cake? Wait, what's going on?
Have you ever made a wedding cake before?
I've made wedding cakes before. I've made wedding muffins, and I've made wedding bread. That didn't go down too well.
Wedding bread? Have you ever made like...
Breading.
Hey!
Wedding cake!
Delicious breading cake, it's the one.
Sorry.
Don't know what the tradition is, but if you're kobold, you make a wedding rock, and then you hack it open, and out pops an egg. And then the egg is ritually broken over the broken rock. And then you're married?
A lot of eggs and rocks in your culture, isn't there? You've noticed.
Aye, yeah. Rocks, you make houses out of rock, and you make kobolds out of eggs.
I would ask how the egg got in the rock in the first place, but I'm also I'm
You
concerned.
don't have egg rocks.
No, egg rolls.
No, egg rocks. Egg rolls. Could it be translation difficulty? Rock, roll.
I'll make
Rock
one for you
and
sometime,
roll.
and you can tell me the difference, maybe. But
So, wedding cake.
I mean, the wedding cake aside, what's going on with Travis? What's going on with the jam?
Oh yeah, Travis.
What was the last thing you heard?
I
can't remember where we left it, to be honest.
No, not me.
I don't think you told her everything, did you? I think you guys told her that the jam wasn't in there. And you
She
maybe
was
had some idea where it
outside,
was. Yeah, she was waiting for you outside. But I think you said you were going to speak to the captain, and that's all she knows basically. So she's come and got on with her day basically.
Oh, poor lady.
Well, we kind of arranged like a second wedding. You know, it's one of those things. You know, just we need a cake by tomorrow morning from you.
And that's going to help take out Travis or find the jam or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'll get to it then, I suppose.
It's got to be a nice cake though. We don't want a rubbish cake. It's got to have. It needs a tiny ballista on it with little rose hearts.
It's for Raph and Demi.
Oh,
yeah, it's probably-
oh, that's adorable. Yeah, well, and she'll get a pen and paper out and a quill and parchment out and write down small ballista on cake. Anything else it needs to be?
Nice.
Nice.
Delicious.
Okay, got that. Delicious. Yeah. I mean, these are things that all my food is obviously.
What is the word that... Oh, this is better. What was the word that Dimmy was using to describe his beautiful artwork? like how, like your whisk jump, it needs to be like conceptually beautiful.
But functionally perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And by tomorrow, yes.
Early as, because we're going out on ship to catch Travis.
Well, unless you want to come with us, you could always bake the cake
Do you
on the
want
move.
to join us? Do you want to join us for wedding?
Well, it means I'd have to keep
And
the
you'll be...
bakery closed tomorrow.
Oh.
I mean, isn't the window smashed? Like, she's probably safe. You're probably safer coming with us anyway. Like,
And there is like 6
winter
people
is
standing
last.
behind you. That could
A
probably
mild
do it.
threat from Basque. Basque's on the rocket. Might be awful dangerous for you to stay here, Miss Flower Purdy. Don't want another window smashing, do we?
I would never.
She will think about it. You're gonna need to do a persuasion roll to find out whether or not she's coming with you. But before she will agree, before we roll any checks for she's got. So for what you're going where tomorrow in a boat? Not just for the wedding.
Grick Hollow.
Grick Hollow, aye.
You're going where?
What's Grick Hollow then? You
The-
know it?
It's where the Grick's meant to be.
What's
You three
the
never
Grick?
heard of the Grick?
No.
Thing said to have eaten half a crew. I don't like the idea of
Only
you guys.
half the crew.
The bottom half of the crew.
Just left paths.
Wait, the bottom half of the ship of the crew, or the bottom half is in the torso of the crew?
Like the legs.
The legs. Legs of some, heads of others.
Oh, so it did just eat bottom half.
Well, it's
It's non-discriminating.
depends on who you ask. It's there's legends about it. I don't like the idea of you guys
Half a
going to
Grick.
that kind of danger.
Well, it's not just us. You're coming as well, aren't you? I thought.
Oh, I may have to with if you're throwing yourselves into danger like that.
Why would Travis be going to the lair of a Grick?
I don't know why anyone would go there. Well, the reason people found out about the Grick was there was a ship crash there a while ago. Crew went out to go and try and get the cargo that had crashed, and that's when they discovered it and it gobbled them all up. A few adventurers here and there have gone to go and check, and they've never come back.
I think the Grick
So how'd you know
is
about it?
this course these do, yeah.
Well, you see, and she rips off her mask.
She's a kraken.
That's cool.
How do you think I bake so well? Spins her like tendrils into a whisk type motion. Well, you hear rumors about these things. I guess some people must have made it away from that horrible place. But yeah, it's a local legend. I mean, maybe it's not true. I suppose if it's people have made from it, but it's not a pleasant place to go. I wouldn't want to go there. But if you guys are going there, I guess I'll go there as well if it'll help you.
So,
I forgot.
no, I'm wondering what Travis is doing with a Grick.
Do
Is
the
it-
Gricks
is-
like jam? Scrumberry.
Do Grick,
Do you know?
do they
I-
have names like Corstis?
I don't know if they have names. I don't know. I thought it was called Grick. I didn't know if it was a them or if it was an it. I've not heard tales
what
of
are
other
the Gricks?
monsters like this.
What are the Gricks' pronouns? Just out of interest.
It's Grigrem.
Graham, not it.
Right. Well, if you're going into certain danger and you're certain that you want to do it, I'm going to make sure that you're all fixed up properly, ready to do this. So, and she kind of goes underneath the counter, and with some effort, she hefts onto the countertop a very large, ornate crossbow.
I thought she was getting the best bowl down.
It's clearly been like pinned underneath the desk, a bit like Wild West style store clerks would have a rifle under their desk. She's got this huge
Oh my
crossbow.
word.
It's painted
What
white,
legends?
very clean, and it's got long painted silver spoons like arching along the heft of the crossbow, with little drips of golden honey running off the ends. The
Ooh.
steel crossbar at the front is got an ornate embossed Scrumberry vines along it, and beneath it is a long paddle trigger, a trigger that you fire like that. And it's modelled also like a silver spoon with like a little red gem thing at the end, with a bit like jam. And she pops it on the side. Oh, here we go. This is sweetness. I've not had cool to use her for a good while now, and if I could heft it with any skill more than a peacock with a polearm, then I would have gone for it when that bad batch buggers came in here. But no, I think this might be best served for you, and slides it towards you, Basque. And he's giving you a heavy crossbow.
Basque's face. Amazing. So Basque's face is doing like when Jomp saw the whisk. That's what he looked like when he saw the crossbow. Just like, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Can we have a team huddle? Just a second, if we may.
Can
I bring the crossbow?
Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, it's about you, but yeah.
I'll wait here then.
If you're there to answer questions about it.
I'll wait here. It's okay.
Right. Is it me, or is she remarkably well prepared for almost every single situation we've ever been to? You know, I think she might be like a spy or like a ninja,
It comes to my attention that there is more to Miss Flowerpenny than meets the eye. Was it?
More than a meat pie.
Much more than meat pie.
I know that we need to go and see the Grig. And he's saying this, but he's just gazing at the crossbow. But I think if we come back here, we should try and make Mrs. Flowerpenny the mayor. Because the current mayor is no good. Miss Flowerpenny knows what she's about. I reckon that should be a long game.
That's fair enough. You've got the crossbow. We can go do it now if you want.
What are we going to do with the crossbow? We're going to kill the old mare.
Well, sometimes accidents happen, and if she just happens to be reading an inscription on the end of the bolt while we accidentally fire it.
The equivalent of cleaning the barrel, kind of.
Murder, do you? It's like a baptism of murder. No, we want something better for sweetness. Surely.
That's like cradling it away from Rusty. Like, no, not murder. Not for
it's
sweetness.
Not meant for senseless violence.
So what do we think that Peaches, I nearly called him Oranges, Peaches is doing? Oranges! There's oranges. What do we think that Peaches is doing in Grig's Hollow then? Do you think he's meeting someone there? What do you think about this shipwreck? Do you think he's...
Oh, well, I reckon this could be an old wives' tale, just keep people away, like, ooh, there's a big monster. Okay, yeah, there was a big monster over there, but you get the idea. People generally stay away from these kind of things.
Do you think it's some person using the legend of the place to keep people away by using the place for nefarious deeds or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at Thimble. Everyone said, whoa, troll, It was an ogre, but it was like 50% true,
He almost killed Basque.
He did, yeah. But
he was okay.
Oh,
I'm not sure on what side of the argument that falls about him almost killing Basque.
He was just warming up, wasn't he? He was just getting into the flow of things, You can't go straight out without warming up into a fight. Basque was just this sparring partner.
Just the warm up.
Yeah.
I was just the warm up. I didn't have my crossbow, so those days are over. He would have been dead like that.
Like what? Ah.
Would the pads of a cat's paw be able to click? Would it be like a very soft
So I didn't hear it at first. right, quiet. There was just a poofy sound of air being displaced. So much fur.
As you are discussing your potential
finger clicking,
finger clicking, and what's potentially going on with Travis and with Gricollo, Miss Flowerpenny comes back in from the kitchen with a tray. He goes, "Oh, Jomp. Well, I still can't find the thing that I was looking for to give you, but you can have these.
What?
And she takes this kind of like steaming tray with 6 tiny like pyramid-shaped pastries on it, with a little twisted top on each of them. These are puff pastries.
Puff pastries? Is this a special kind of pastry?
Don't eat them. No, don't eat them.
Oh.
They're an old family recipe. You throw one down, and puff, a big cloud of flour comes out. I don't know if it'll come in useful or not, but it might.
These are amazing. Were you some sort of secret athletic destroying people in the middle of the night kind of thing in a previous life?
Who have you been talking to about my younger days? Anyway, Rusty.
Stars in Jomp's eyes.
Rusty. Oh, I've got it. And she goes over to like the far side of the food counter and comes back with a small tray of tiny cheese bites and offers it to you.
Oh, thanks. I'll start tucking in.
These exploding cheese bites?
Not the cheeses. These. And each of the cheeses has got a small like metal pick in it with a little circle in the end with the name of the cheese on. And she takes the cheese out of the pick. And she's like, you can. I thought maybe you could throw it. I don't know how good it'd be, but.
The actual pick with the name of cheese on. You throw it, and then what's it do? Does it explode? Does more flour come out? Is it poison flour?
It depends what you hit with it, I suppose. I think it would just be like an owie for anyone who gets hit with it. But I mean,
so it doesn't inflict some kind of brie-based poison damage, or
it might. I mean, if you get someone who's like lactose intolerant or something, there might be some cheese on there still. And you can have a little bit of cheese on it.
I do. I always ask people allergies before I stab them. This is courtesy. Where I come from. Are you allergic to iron, silver? You know.
Got a fire allergy over here. So basically, she is giving you essentially 8 darts. Each one's got a different type of cheese written on it, and it has that cheese currently on it. So if you want to, you can nom them all now, or you can have a little bag of 8 little cheesy darts.
It's got cheese darts written in capital letters.
Oh, speaking of little bags, you might want to get those mushrooms you've been carrying around sorted out before you go. I don't think they'll like it on the sea. I'm fairly certain.
Oh, what do you mean sorted out?
Well, you can keep them here if you like, but I know there's a fella up at the Cap and Quill. He'll probably like him.
When we say like, are we talking like companionship?
He's a pen and potion shop. He runs there, so he might be able to make use of them.
What, as emotional support mushrooms?
Yeah, I mean you can't milk a mushroom, can you? So what else would he do with them? So
I couldn't say, but he might know.
Squish them for ink.
Sorry, what? What did you just?
I think you might be squishing them for ink.
Yeah, who would do that? Look at him! Look at him! He swings the backpack round, and as he moves it away, they all start screaming at Jomp.
Hello, do you remember me? Am I in their racial memory now?
The further away they are from Jomp, from Rusty, the more they begin to like scream.
I've been practicing. I think I could work out some kind of a cappella kind of music with them. Teaching them to go in different tones, different pitches. You've always got to have a plan B, you know. If this pie eating, pasty eating adventure don't work out. Then...
But I've got a yeah. I mean, you can keep them here if you want to, but it depends on. It might be able to make use of them up there. I don't know.
Oh,
well,
could we use them? Oh, sorry. Go.
We can go and talk to him, I suppose. But...
I
What are you
don't
gonna
know
ask?
what mushrooms eat.
I was gonna say, because she's gonna be leaving the shop, can we use them like Thimble used them to set a little guard so that if anyone comes near the shop, they start screaming?
Can do if you want. You can leave him in front of the front door or something.
Or we can go to the quill and pen and potion place.
The cap and quill.
The cap and quill.
Yeah.
Quill.
In the
Cap
meantime,
and quill.
I'll crack on with this cake then, shall I? Any more preferences for the cake? Any more desirables?
6'2" wide. Oh no, sorry. 1 rusty tall and 3 rusties wide, please.
3 rusties wide. I'll do 3 standing up rusties wide.
Yeah.
Not do 3 lying down rusties wide.
Are you
not big
rusty
enough for
shaming me? Well, I mean, whatever you think, you know, we don't want it to be ridiculous, do we? You know, it's got to fit on a ship.
I'll make it transportable and classy, and I'll try my best.
She gets it.
She gets it. So, you've got the rest of the like, I'm gonna say evening. It's probably very early evening. So, is there anything you want to do in town? You can do, or you guys can just nip to bed and see what the cake looks like in the morning. It's entirely up to you what you guys want to do.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I've got 1 red wedding ring. Do we need another one? Or shall we do something like really soppy? Like cut it in half and put a gold chain round and go, 2 people become 1. That sounds right mushy. What do you reckon? I mean, I know it's it's just a wedding ring. Ring. What do you want? Shall we? Is there a jewellery type of blacksmith that does like delicate, precious metal work?
There's probably a couple of other smiths in town. There's probably not going to be a jewellery smith in town. There's the docksmith that's...
That's Demi's place, isn't it? No, that's Raf's place, isn't it?
Yeah. There's the Iron and Anchor, which is just called the Iron, but might be called the Iron and Anchor again now that...
That was Demi's place.
You guys have kind of reunited them. But there's probably another smith you can go to, maybe at the top of town, like there's a bit of horseshoes and whatnot for people who come in via land.
Isn't the top of the town where that French sounding chef, what was his name?
Yes.
Doesn't he live up there?
He does, as does the mayor.
Oh, we could sort out 2 problems in 1 trip.
Looking for a spot of murder. Where's the cap and quill? Is that up there as well?
That's on the first level, so that's only one street up, basically.
Go there on the way.
Less of a climb.
Louis, that was his name. Louis. Louis Ladle.
Louis Ladle, yes. So what's the plan?
Shall we make them can you make 2 rings out of this one, do you reckon, or what?
They might be a bit tiny, but I'm sure you could.
Oh, really, really thin.
I mean, we're not experts. We're just going to find someone that can do this. You know, we want to make their day special. You know.
Aye.
It's not every day you get hitched on a ship while attacking a monster called a crick.
We should make it special, shouldn't we? All right.
Cool. So you can take the ring, the old telly ring, and head up into town. Are you going straight to the smithy? Are you going up to an extra coup? Are you going to go see the Cap and Quill? What are you guys up to?
The Cap and Quill first, because I think that's on the way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for someone to look after the Hushrooms. Have you named them yet?
No. If you name things, then they die, don't they? So I haven't named them.
Do you know, when I was little, none of us got names until we were at least a few months old, because what are the odds that we'd live? No, I completely understand that.
Yeah, well, these are going to live forever, so that's not a void. But you know, I get where you come from.
Yeah, I only decided to call myself Jomp when I realised that I could run faster than everyone else. So I wasn't likely to get
Wait,
beaten
what?
up.
You called yourself Jump because you can run fast?
Yeah, yeah.
What are your siblings? You mentioned siblings. Your brood.
Oh, there were
what are their
hundreds
names?
of us. There was Skip, Taff, Jim Bob, Bomb, Lomp, Romp. There were loads of us.
Pomp.
Yeah, Bomb, Lomp and Romp. Romp
Romp.
were alright. He didn't run, he bounded over things. Yeah.
That's
And then there was the one that none of us liked very much. He was called Mephistopheles. He was always talking to himself.
Is it because you couldn't spell it, or?
There's a lot of letters in Mephistopheles. There's at least 4.
To think, if there's that many siblings that have survived in a culture where you don't bother naming someone on the chances that they won't survive, how many must have perished before they got names? Dozens of them.
Disavowed because they've got a name.
You need fuel for the eternal fire. If the eternal fire ever went out, then that would mean apocalypse for the planet. I'm sure that's what we were told.
Oof.
It sounded a little bit, because I'm assuming that there's so many kobolds because they need to work and mine to keep the eternal fire alive, not that when they die they get fed to the eternal fire, which is what I briefly thought you meant, and would be a much darker and more terrifying
That is what I meant.
situation.
Yeah,
The fire lives on the blood of kobolds.
yeah. And from the fire, we're all returned because that's where the eggs appear when new kobolds replace old kobolds.
Aww.
Yeah, perfectly normal.
Sorry, they put old kobolds back in the eggs. I'm confused.
Blasphemy!
It's
It's just like a Santa's workshop underneath the fire. Stuffing them into an egg and put it back up again.
That is horrendous.
Back
Too
you
far,
go.
sir. Too far.
Anyway.
No, up a minute.
You make your way up to the first level, and you can see in the distance Deemy's Smithy. And the light will be on there still. He's in there working, getting some bits together to set sail
cool.
the next day. But there is this. You see him like in the distance. He doesn't notice you, unfortunately.
Can we wave louder?
The sight of the three of you kind of double arm waving, he'll like do double take. Like, the hell are they doing? Yes,
Slip a
hello.
cooey in as well.
Spend a whole
Oh,
day on a
dear.
boat with these guys. Yeah, cool.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You see a small shop to the side labelled the Cap and Quill. The windows are filled with plants, mushrooms growing, and unusual looking flowers and lots of books. And there's some gentle music coming from inside, and you can head in. And the inside of the place it looks like it could be a bookshop. It is walls of books, but in between the books and in between the kind of the shelves, like bestly arranged, are hundreds of plants, and mixed amongst those are dozens and dozens of pots of different colours, red and black, filled with fresh ink. And behind what you could potentially call a counter, more like just like a table in the middle of this mess, you see a young man who's working away. I'll show him to you now.
Hey,
How do I do that again? That's how I do that. There we go. And yeah, as you step in, the little doorbell, kind of like rusty doorbell, barely works because like as you come in. He looks up He's like, oh, hello. I didn't expect customers this late. Please come in.
Oh wow, it's warm in here. It feels like I'm walking into the breath of all of these plants. It's so humid.
Humid is the word. Yes, it is humid in here. Perfect temperature for...
Is this good for books?
Good for mushrooms. Less so.
Mushrooms. That's our intro into this. Mushrooms. Go on.
You're
And
here to buy?
I'll nudge Rusty's knee. Go on.
It's like a kindergarten for mushrooms. Look, oh, they're going to have such much fun here. It's great. Look, they've got some pretty coloured liquids and I'll spin the backpack around and just show the Hushrooms around.
And his eyes will light up and like in surprise and delight as he sees 3. Oh, it's not 3. This was more. You got a batch, didn't you? I think.
Yeah.
Of living Hushrooms. And he enlarges himself with excitement. He's like, "Oh my goodness!" And they all suddenly go, "Ah!" And he's, "Oh no, hush, hush, hush!" And for the first time, they all begin to kind of like calm down again. With the first person to respond to probably since Rusty. And they all kind of, they kind of like they're eyeing him suspiciously, but they're not screaming. Then they are hushing.
He's got the gift, That's how you're meant to do it, Jomp.
What? No, mushrooms are for eating, aren't they?
Every single mushroom in the shop turn around and look.
Yeah, all the mushrooms. So much screaming just kicks off in the. Hush, hush! Come on, it is okay. The little dragon person did not mean that. It is okay. You can eat mushrooms, little one, but many of these are for living, like us.
Okay.
What's your name? What's your name, godly sir?
Godly sir.
My name is Emil. Emil Staines.
Emil Staines. Is that with an irony?
Stains. So an I. Lots of books.
Emil, not...
Can't spell that well. Don't spell check these books.
I need you to look after these Hushrooms. They're just Hushrooms.
Oh, yes, of course. They look quite uncomfortable. One second, let me just. And he'll he'll rub the stem of the mushroom, and
they're not that. They're not for that. That's no.
And the frills underneath kind of like begin to pour out black ink, and he'll quickly collect it on some like parchment paper and into a little pot.
You just milked a mushroom.
Yes, of course. That is this is what they're supposed to do with them. This is what they enjoy.
Are that consensual?
Yes, I think so. They seem happier now, and the one that's been like. I don't like using the word milked, but the one that's been milked.
And that's been de-inked.
De-inked, yes. The one that's been de-inked is the term I'm going to use instead, definitely. Looks happy. It looks like it's a happy little mushroom.
Sure it does.
Sure it does.
I don't know what you lot are on about, but this is just a perfectly normal interaction. If you're going to act like children, just stand outside. Just
No.
Right, back, my sir, to the important business at hand.
Yes.
This one has likes to be tucked in at night, and this one, and this one, a little tidbit just now and then. We've got money to pay you, but it's not mine. So could you look after them? So.
No, I will. If you wish to put them into my care, I will look after them. I will pay you. Usually, people come here to. They bring me mushrooms. They are chopped. They are dead, and I can get ink from them, but it is not the same. I usually give a gold or 2 per mushroom, depending on how many you've got. But these, I'd be willing to pay you much more. They are living, and they can join my mushroom menagerie. And I'm working on that one.
There's still one here. This is Hector. He's like the leader de facto, kind of, because he was closer to the sun, you know. But this is their original soil that they're in from over there somewhere up the hill, and they're organic.
The sweet woods?
Yeah. That's the place. Yeah.
Oh, these are
magnificent. There was a devastating fire, so it might be quite a rare specimen now.
I heard that about the terrible fire. Many Hushrooms will have perished, sadly.
I must admit, I saved as many as I could. You know, it was a travesty. It really was.
Well, some other creatures will get to eat nice roasted Hushrooms, I suppose. It's the circle of life.
Yeah. Well, so, wait, you don't have to pay me, but just have you got a book on how not to culturally offend kobolds? Just to hand.
Oh, it's not one that I have in my I'm not sure such a book has ever been written. I don't know if it's not great, but I don't know if people give that much regard to kobold culture.
Could you write it for me and just give it to me tomorrow? Does that work?
Your small friend there is maybe the second kobold I've ever seen. The first one I've spoken to. Hello, little one.
Bit
Hello.
careful.
What? What? Sorry, tuned out, weren't listening. Was looking at tasting mushrooms.
Yeah, there'll probably be quite a few at Jomp's height that are like the mushroom cap is like the size of Jomp's head. I can trade you. I can give you. I have some of these. And he'll rummage around. You hear bottles clanking in the back, and he'll bring them out. Potions of healing in case you ever get into any trouble. If there are fires again where you are going, they can help. And yeah, he'll offer you three mushrooms of healing, 3 potions of healing, in exchange for your.
They scream as you eat them.
Collection. No. Don't exchange our life
kill
for
you
yours.
on the way out. You'll regret this. Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't know. I'm sure my fellows would greatly appreciate this. To be honest, I don't think I've lost more than 3 hit points for quite a while. But you know, I've had nothing more than a flesh wound since I've been round here. So.
Well, if I will keep them happy here, if you're okay with that, and these 3 can go to a good home, and kind of slides them towards you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm gonna have to step outside a minute. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. And Rusty runs outside.
Is your friend okay?
I think he's gonna miss his mushrooms.
Oh, well,
But we know you'll take good care of them.
Yeah, and he can come visit them whenever he likes, if he wants to come here, if he's in town.
What, really?
It's a head through the
Out of
door.
the window. Oh, you are.
Yes, you're
And then
more than welcome to come and see them.
Sorry.
Go on, sorry,
I was going to say, when Rusty looks back outside, if he does in fact back outside, I can say, maybe while you are looking after them, you can do a picture of the mushrooms for Rusty.
Oh,
to
yes.
take it with.
Yes, I will.
The memento.
I have plenty of images of Hushrooms, so it's not something that I would have done, but I could make a memento of this particular rather wonderful little batch and provide that to him next time he's here. That'd be fine.
Could you sign it by Hector? Lots of love. From Hector, lots of love, because mushrooms can't draw a picture. Maybe they can.
Wouldn't that be a lie?
I'm sure Hector's thinking it.
Oh, maybe. Yes. I will use Hector's ink, and we'll see what I feel in the moment.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That wasn't fully what Basque intended, but thank you.
It's a messy grey area, isn't it?
Yeah, your hands were magic. Those Magic fingers. Don't want to see that ever again.
No, I usually do that in private, but these look like they needed it.
Anyway, yes, I'll be off. I didn't
Please
think
tell me there's a
mushrooms
book
could
called
have a
50
life.
Shades of Ink.
Oh God!
That's the book he's got open in front of him at the moment.
I think that's what he was reading.
And yes, you can. You can if you're happy to. You can each, or Rusty, you can add 3, or you can spread them around. Each add 1 potion of healing to your inventory, if you so wish.
Yeah, share them around.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm.
Potions of healing will always come in handy. Wow, and his name was Emil.
Emil Staines.
Emil Staines. It certainly does.
So, where are you up to now?
I think we carry on up to the next nearest smithy.
Cool. So you head out and to the street and begin to make your way higher towards the top of the town.
Mm.
And as you are maybe partway up, you hear a nasal voice kind of speak out. Oh, I heard you guys were back in town. As you see your favourite Bad Batcher. You met before, I believe. Maybe you've not seen his picture before. Maybe you just met him before.
I don't think we have seen his picture before.
Ah, okay. Well, this is
Wow.
this is Hutchins.
Have we?
The slightly weedy member of the Bad Batch who you
What was
met
his
early
name
on.
again?
Hutchins, I think it was.
Is this the gentleman that was in the shop that we took us to?
Yes, the guy who introduced you to the Bad Batch in the first
Yes. Okay, that's Hutchins. Hey, Hutchins.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need to be right back. I'll be 2 seconds.
Cool, no worries. And he will ask you. I don't think I've got individual. I tried to set up an individual thing where you can replace one camera, but it just didn't play ball. So no, maybe I can do. Let me try something magic. This isn't necessary, but I want to give it a try. Nope, doesn't work.
Nope.
There we go.
Okay.
It was worth a shot. And
Leads to your drawing room.
he will. I heard you were back in town. I heard you spoke to Kurt and Ernie.
Which ones were they?
They're the ones who are in charge. They're the big ones.
Ernie. That ring a bell. Does it ring a bell? You, Jomp?
Kurt. No, don't ring no bells. Didn't speak to no big boys.
Well, Jomp didn't. But Rusty, you
It's not a
definitely
lie,
did.
no.
So I'm going to need a deception check from Rusty.
What's it to you anyway? They're friends of yours. You're jealous of them, speaking to possibly us.
14.
And he will like look at you suspiciously, Rusty, but he's not outright calling you on your BS. I just want to know what's going on with the boss. We're all simpatico now. We're all on the same side, right? Want to know if you've heard anything.
Well, Miss Flowerpenny's down the road if you want to chat to her.
You go first, mate.
I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing for about a week. And I want to know
Penny.
what he's playing at.
No, Miss Flowerpenny's a girl.
Yeah, no, I at least 30% sure she's a girl, yeah.
They're not Flowerpenny. The wheel boss. The ones I introduced you to. Travis. We're all working for him, aren't we now?
Us? What? Oh.
Who are you again? I've lost
Are we,
track.
are
Who
we
you?
working for Travis?
I'm the one that introduced you to Travis in the first place.
I've not seen Travis for some days, have you?
You know what's going on? We want to know what's going on. We haven't seen him for God
Yeah.
knows, yeah. We want to know what's going on.
We want to
Hutchins.
see him. Hit this.
Just the level of performance from you guys is just. I don't know what's going on.
You know what's going on?
Uh,
I heard you've not been seen for many days. Isn't that right?
Well, you don't want to do that. You get a name for yourself. You don't show up for work. Christ.
You get called a no-show. I know this.
Yeah.
I know this.
and he'll
You
fold
get
his arms and look at both of
peaches.
you like suspiciously. Well,
Tell us what you know. Maybe we can help find him.
I don't know anything. That's the problem.
No.
Well, that's what everyone says, though, isn't it?
What?
Oh, a
Big
number of times
man-
we've heard that line.
Big man like you don't know anything. No, pull the other one.
I've heard the rumours about some deal he's got with someone, but I don't know anything other than that. And I know that he owes me.
What's he owe you? Maybe we can get it back for you. Maybe you shouldn't be following him if he's not paying you honest day's wages for a dishonest day's work, something like that.
Well, having a guard on the pay is probably quite useful to him. I feel like he would value me a bit more than he currently does.
Yeah, it's all about your pride, isn't it? Your pride as a person, as a real person that does hard work.
Welcome back, Bess.
Just because you're on the back end doesn't make you any less of a human, does it?
I
Well,
reckon Miss Moneypenny's looking for good workers, you know.
Oh, yeah. There's one over here trying to smash her windows in, so you could earn some pennies down there.
Yeah.
I don't think Miss Flowerpenny will want me back in her shop again, if you know what I mean.
Why not? Was it? Oh, you didn't smash her window. Do you know she's a lovely lady? If you say sorry, I reckon she'll welcome you with open arms. She might clouch you upside the head, but that's about it.
You've got a toll for your sins, you know. It's the only way you can move on with a clear conscience. I bet you have trouble sleeping, don't you? I bet you can't go at least, a night without waking up at some point.
Terrible dreams you'll be having.
Oh no, I've got a lovely bed. It's really nice. But how about this? You
How
guys
can you
working
afford
for
a lovely bed if Travis ain't paying you?
Because he's on the take, isn't he? He's
Oh,
he's one of those criminals that flashes all the cash, and
Travis or Ipkiss?
who?
Ipkiss?
I point to Hutchins. Ipkiss.
Poor Hutchins. Or was it Hatchins? Either way, it's fine.
He's forgotten himself.
I was thinking, instead of working for Travis or working for Miss Flowerpenny or whatever, how about you three come work for me? We'll go into the warehouse and we'll get all his jam. And we'll be the ones to sell it to all the ships, and then we will be loaded. But I need a crew that I can trust.
Oh, we are very trustworthy. But seems to me, why don't we go direct to source and work for Miss Flowerpenny, because she's still making all jam? Don't you think?
No berries though.
There were loads of berries when we were up there. We saw who did we see? Them three lads that died for Travis, who were picking up berries, and I heard that they got no compensation bonus for anything for their deaths.
I do like you guys are the only ones reporting the deaths of these guys. It's like they've just gone into the
Everyone.
woods and no one knows, and then you guys keep coming back. It's like, oh, they died.
I'll tell you what, Hutchins. I like your plan. Maybe we could. Are you heading down to the warehouse now?
Well, I wasn't planning on doing it now, but if you guys are ready for action, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. We'll meet you in the morning, and I've got a cunning plan. I really have. You'll like this. We'll get that Travis. We'll get him good. We'll pickle his peaches. Yeah.
That's a t-shirt, I need.
We'll meet you in the warehouse at the back. There's some barrels there. We like to We saw them. I think they're nice. Yeah, but we'll meet you there tomorrow, all right?
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring some rope. And
Yeah.
I'll meet you there tomorrow morning. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
It gives you,
we got this. We got this.
you guys are making the right decision. And he'll nod and kind of skiff off into the shadows.
Right, what was the name of that
Rubbing his
guard?
arms like-
We'll tell him that someone broke in. He'll find the dead bodies, and then we probably won't see Hutchins again for quite a while.
Happy.
Happy Hutchins.
Happy
No, was his name Happy Hob? Happy Hob.
Happy
Oh,
Hob.
Hob. Yeah.
and then Hob will look. He'll get a promotion shortly after finding, a massacre.
He skinned them alive.
What atrocity!
To raise him into some sort of twisted sculpture of skeletons and carnage.
He looks like the kind of man that needs to be stitched up for some kind of corpse identification. So are we all on board with stitching this mug up?
I'd like to see Hob get a promotion. I really would.
Yeah. Well,
Seems like
we
it.
know you'd like to see him get a promotion.
Oh, that was a real strange laugh.
Are you going to seek out Hob?
Oh.
Well, yeah, I think maybe when we come down the hill, I don't want to keep going up and down the hill.
Alright, it's fair enough.
It's a good point.
True.
It's a good point.
True. Yeah.
Unless Jomp, you've got some way to contact him instantly.
I can let out me fabled kobold war cry in the middle of the. No, I ain't
It's not
got
gonna-
no way to
yeah.
contact him. Yeah.
Oh, just like, what was that?
Like wherever he is, he's like, Jump needs me. It's the jump
Jump's in
signal.
trouble.
What's in trouble?
What's that, Hob?
Oh.
Jumps down the well?
Oh, right.
Cool. So you can keep on heading up to the top of town.
Up the hill.
And you will see a smithy, bit of a smaller smithy, with space outside for wagons and carriages and whatnot, called Shelley's. And there will be
Shelley's.
a rather well-toned looking elf working there, clanging away at some horseshoes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she'll turn, face covered in soot. Oh, hello. You
Hey,
need? Yeah, she's probably about 6 foot. Well built, but wearing kind of like what you surprisingly like nice flowing clothes for a smithy. You've seen what Demi wears, you've seen what Raph wears, but they're wearing actually quite nice clothes considering they're doing smithy work.
wow.
She'll look down at you, Jump, and the rest of you, and do you need horses shoeing or wagon repair?
No, you're really tall.
You're very small.
Yeah.
I like this little one.
Do you know?
What can I do for you, fine folk?
Well, what do we want? We want a wedding ring. I got a wedding ring, see, take mine. But you know, Demi and Raph. Well, they're getting married or remarried, and I want to make them wedding rings. I've only got one red wedding ring. I've got some gold coins. They're part of my hoard, but Demi and Raph are doing us a big favour. And I was wondering if you can make, right quickly, because they're getting married tomorrow on a boat, while we go off sailing to do stuff. I wondered if you can make us a wedding ring. I mean, you know Raph and Demi? They got really big, strong hands.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but she probably knows them because they're like her direct competition.
Yes, that's correct. You want me to make emergency wedding rings for my 2 direct competitors?
Are they direct competitors? Surely you operate in different arenas. You know, there's ship smithing, and then you seem to be a lot of horseshoe smithing and cart smithing. And then Demi he made this, look, which is specific cookware smithing. I'll show the Octo Whisk. Da 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 da. In all its glory.
Jomp needs a sheath for the for the octopus.
Da 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 da. Yep. So we just thought we'd come to you because healthy competition can only be a good thing, and it might be if
What
you
about
think
their great
about
offence
it.
that they have done to me?
But if you think about it, think of all the promotion you'll be getting.
You guys really need to stop peddling
And I will point
exposure
out,
as a means of payment.
I will point out that they'll be on a ship for a while, so you'll technically be the only blacksmith around.
Well, what about this terrible grievance that they have done upon me?
What? I can't imagine. I can't imagine Raph grieving anyone. Is that the correct verbiage?
Well, how could those 2 wonderful, beautiful people get married and not invite me?
What? This is your invitation.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
I'm gonna pat my pockets down. I'm gonna pull something out which is terribly covered in ink and ichor and oh, you know I'm right messy. But you were invited. It's got your name all over it.
Those 2, I'm glad to hear that they are putting their differences aside, and I'm glad even more to hear that they're doing a celebration of their love. I would be more than happy to do a ring for them. I was just putting you through the old smithy ringer, you know.
Oh,
Just kinda
ringer! You know, I'm really glad because I was lying about invitation.
And she'll be smiling like it's like genuine comedy gold that she's just. Well,
not for the short-lived, maybe, but yeah, that's just hilarious in your circles.
we can. I can make a ring, 2 rings out of this small item, but it would be very, very thin, very fine.
How about I got 3 really old coins? They could be old. I've never seen them kind before. How about you? Hold up. These 3 foreign coins.
These are quite pure. Well, I'll give
you
a choice.
They felt soft on my teeth.
I can. Well, you have very sharp teeth. I imagine most things would. Well, I can either. If like half of you have quite sharp teeth, actually, I don't want to get on the wrong side of you. Don't know how sharp Rusty's teeth are.
He bites himself.
Rusty's like filing his. Put you all to shame. You can either use these rather ancient coins. So these are very interesting.
How old are they? More than 10 years.
At least more than 10 years, yes.
That's really old.
Very, very old.
Ancient, in fact.
Melt these down with the ring and make slightly larger rings, or I could use this original ring and make maybe pendants for a necklace or something along those lines. They'd be smaller, but they're less likely to be so fine and thin around their finger that it might do damage.
Or hang on, you could make a pair of earrings from this ring, maybe.
Oh yes, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
We could get like matching earrings, you know. I mean, they've been married. They're just reaffirming their vows, aren't they? So,
earring is a ring.
Demi has ears, but Raph don't have ears.
Oh.
I never
I'm
seen him.
sure we can find something to pierce on him.
Look, I got no ears either.
You got me wondering now. Does
I'm
Raph
googling the
turtles.
in the artwork in particular? Does Raph have ears?
A picture of Raph, and he has no ears.
Oh look.
If it's AI generated, he's probably got 3 hands.
Raph has got tiny ears underneath their bandana. They're just here.
You could get a nose piercing, but I feel like that's not something that you want to spring on somebody.
Oh, yeah, and then when they kiss, every time they kiss, they could come together, and then the wings could touch.
That's just.
What better way to
incredibly-
celebrate love and connection than having your rings touching each other every time you come together? You know.
Please, let me capture that quote.
It's very quotable this week. But yes, of course, I can make little earring type things that they can attach to themselves however they choose. That should be fine.
I mean, could they have their own little symbols and then they could swap?
What were they called? The anchor and the anvil and the anchor.
Yeah.
The iron. Can they do a little? Yeah. Oh, that would be well cute. Sorry. It's me. This is me, Ali, getting carried away by the. Carry on.
Is that something Basque's going to suggest?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And maybe yes, I'm sure I can work with that. There's a small anchor and a small iron on a couple of earring type things, and yes, I think that'll be lovely for him. Why are you doing this, by the way? This is a very nice thing, but I don't believe I know you.
I think I never delivered pie to you.
Oh,
But to be
you're
honest,
the pie dragon. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't recognise you. You went on your bicycle.
No, it's got a puncture. All three of us were on it earlier, and I went over a stone in road, and it punctured my bike tyre, so I've got to get it fixed. Otherwise, we'd have all three been balancing on that thing. The pie dragon.
Oh, that's just what a few of the local businesses call you when you drop off. It's meant fondly, I assure you.
Quite nice, really. Quite like that. It's a bit ostentatious, you know. More like pie lizard. But maybe I'll grow into it. So, do you need some extra gold?
No, not if
Hold
we're
up.
making them small. I should be fine.
This is amazing. Well, you're absolutely invited, to be quite honest. We're leaving it morning. It's gonna be a wedding on the open seas, under the sky, horizon, in all directions, I'm sure.
You'll be quite handy if we got to fight that Greek thing. So yeah, more the merrier.
Well, as much as I love last-minute, next-day invitations to destination weddings on a boat, I'm afraid I probably have to miss that one, unfortunately. But I would be. But please do let them know that I send them these once I've done with them with my love. And sorry, did you
You're
say
right.
you're taking
A
them to the
little
Greek?
card. Yeah. Well, we're not taking them to the Greek. They're more accompanying us willingly to the Greek. No, that sounded wrong.
Make sure you're armed. The Greek, from what I've heard, is not something to mess around with.
Oh, don't you worry about that. We've got these pastries and we got some cheese.
Alright. A puff pie.
Pastries and cheese.
Yeah.
And sweetness.
And sweetness.
Sweetness.
Are
Sweetness
you
is the crossbow.
Are you still cradling sweetness?
I am.
Well, I suppose, do you need some kind of sweetness bandolier for that?
I feel like my arms are all the
All
Sweetness.
the cradling.
all the sweetness harness I need. No, yeah.
Do we need to get you some kind of ammunition for it?
Probably a good point, actually. Yeah, don't think they gave you any bolts.
I do have arrows from my longbow.
Arrows,
Chop them off.
Are they just
arrows don't do what bolts do. They're built differently, and I don't know the mechanic reality of that, but I know that the game mechanic is that they are different. I'm assuming that an arrow would be too flimsy for a bolt.
I could probably
Way
answer,
too long.
but I think if I did answer, it might send Amadan over the edge.
Too much
Bolts have
talk
got a
about
thicker
chests.
shaft.
Clean mind.
They're not girthy enough for sweetness.
Clean mind.
I don't suppose you've got a backpack. This one's got some sentimental holes in it. I just wondered if you've got a backpack that I could put my sentimental hole backpack in.
Backpack for your sentimental hole backpack.
I've probably got a backpack around somewhere.
You got some arrows or something for sweetness.
For what, sorry?
I'll point over to Basque.
Maybe some bolts, which are not the same as arrows, as I've just learned.
Are you showing off sweetness to?
Constantly.
And she will look at me. Oh, good to see sweetness again. Yes, I've got some bolts for that. And she will.
What?
She'll
Did
go.
you last see sweetness? Are you part of Miss Moneypenny's deadly Night Stalker retribution agent history?
I'm sure whatever you've been told has been blown way out of proportion. But I can get a
You
backpack
were
and some bolts for
part
you. No worries.
Some weird sisterhood thing.
You'd have to ask Miss Flowerpenny about that.
That wasn't a no.
It'll be 2 gold for the backpack, and the oops, searching for it in the chat by accident.
Has anyone got a bolt? We need a bolt.
Oh no!
Search. And 2 gold for a case of crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I'll cover this, and I'll pay. Yeah, I'll give her 5 gold. I've got 9, so I can.
Oh, I've got loads of gold as well.
Loads of gold.
No one tell Jomp.
What was it? 2 for the backpack.
2 for the backpack and 2 for the crossbow bolts. So, Basque, are you getting all of it, or are you guys getting your own things, or you can adjust your totals between you, or were you tipping?
Yeah, I don't. No, I'm happy to get both because I don't know how much gold Rusty's got, but if you have enough, then that's cool.
I had 14 and now I've got 12. So.
Okay.
I had 9 and I've got 5, so that's cool. What is the? Wait,
you got 7.
4 for the crossbow bolts. 7,
Yeah.
thank you.
You got 7 left.
I shouldn't be in charge of the money. No.
Cool. So they are going to have it shipped down to you to Miss Flowerpenny's in the morning. And yeah, anything else you guys want left to do in town?
What else is there at weddings? Do we have like people screaming the history of the people getting wedded, like we do at kobold weddings? Is that something that's a thing? Do we have mourners mourning the loss of freedom? They also do that by screaming.
It's a very scream-heavy wedding.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we could just scream.
You probably get the sense that Demi and Raph would want a traditional dwarven turtle wedding and everything that entails. So that's all you need.
So, do we need to get dwarves? Do they like beer? I suppose is stereotypical from what I've heard.
We got to get a present, haven't we? Really?
Wedding gift.
Do we need to do the something old, something borrowed, something blue, something long dead, whatever it is?
that is a great addition.
So
Right,
a tavern.
We got to go and find Hob anyway, so
Yeah, true. I forgot about that. We've got to go set up chins, haven't we?
Cool. You're gonna go make your way back into town, try and find Hob.
Yep.
Mhm.
And if we pass a tavern, I want to go into the tavern.
To the tavern. There will be it'll probably be easy to see as the sun's going down. The town goes quieter. There is a inn, maybe halfway down the town, maybe somewhere in the middle, called the Bee's Knees.
Please.
The little picture of Happy Bee on the front of it.
Oh,
That's cute.
Pointing at his knees.
what? Oh, do bees have knees? Bees.
Well,
knees.
considering we've fought with quite a few of them, we could probably answer that question.
Yeah. You've been hit in the face by several bees' knees.
Yeah.
Do you think we should buy, like, I don't know, a big container full of alcohol to celebrate with?
Yeah, I mean,
Is that a thing?
sailors like a drink, don't they? And
Do you think Demian?
if someone dies, we could just pickle a minute, you know.
I think Demian Raff would. I mean, is that traditional?
What
Alcohol?
was that stuff we had? That honey? Was it honey mead?
Oh, that stuff that I need.
Oh,
Maybe we could get some of that.
Oh, a gilded grace mead.
Yes, it is a rather fine mead.
I've still got my bottle.
It's it's a fancy brand of mead.
Doesn't come on tap.
No. It's a bespoke artisanal mead.
an artisanal mead.
Made from the
Okay.
finest honey of the Sweetwood.
Wow.
I feel like-
but it checks out.
Who is the what was his name? Emil Staines. He looks like a chap that'd go for an artisanal mead
Oh,
in
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of his his little hipster hat.
Yeah, Emil would be all up for for artisanal mead.
Oh,
On the farmers market.
Go on a
I
brewery
reckon
tour.
Raph would as well. I reckon Raph would like a mead. I'm not sure about Demi. You would rather like a bigger drink than a mead, maybe.
But you can pop
Let's
into the
go
Bee's Knees
inside.
if you want to.
Yeah, let's go inside.
It's not a rowdy pub, but there are plenty of people there all chatting away. Sailors, people who work about town, their families, just kind of chilling out and having a few drinks. And there is a barmaid at the back, chatting to some of the townsfolk. And if you make your way over,
Let's go to the bar. Why not go direct to the horse's mouth?
she comes over, steps past the horse's mouth.
Okay, we can talk to the barmaid then.
Says, "Oh, a tabaxi, a kobold, and a human walk into a bar. What's the punchline?"
Hey, yeah.
Hello. Are you old enough to be in here?
How old do you have to be?
And she kind of looks around. Probably at least old enough to sail on a boat.
Oh, totally old enough to sail on a boat. We're doing that tomorrow.
We stood on a boat this morning, full enough. Yeah, so.
Sail on a boat this way. Well, that's enough for me. It's check stand on a boat, not check driving a boat, so it's fine.
We need some celebratory drinks to take to a
One of your birthdays?
marriage. None of us, mind you. Marriage on the sea, on a ship, and we need to take some drinks to celebrate.
Well,
this
the finest we've
delightful
got here.
event.
We keep a few bottles in reserve. Is this?
Is it gilded grace mead?
Oh, you know your stuff. Here it is. And she'll show you like a couple of bottles.
Do a lot of people buy this from you?
Not a lot. It's rather expensive.
How much is it?
It's 6 gold a bottle.
In heck. That's a lot of money for a bottle of sugar water, isn't it?
Oh, you've not tasted it though.
No, I haven't. I tend to swallow the bottle by accident when I open my mouth and pour some in.
Is
difficult.
this the Jomp's ability to eat anything rearing again?
Yeah, it's difficult to drink out of bottles. I just have to put it in a bowl and put my face into it.
Just
then
chomping
it's
the glass
fine.
down on everything. Jump, jump, jump.
Tom.
It's like eating a water balloon for Jump.
Yes. So we've got that's on table still, sure, right expensive, but we also want something like a keg of a standard ale that would see you getting merry and happy after maybe a couple of glasses.
An ale. Oh well.
Don't
get
know
much else for
what you
that.
call it.
Mead is the drink
Oh,
du jour
mead.
around here, but I might have some ale around. It's unusual for folk around here to not enjoy a good mead.
Oh, do you know? I don't suppose Demi comes in here to drink, or Raph.
Oh, is this for Demi?
Demi and Raph, do you know what their favourite drinks are?
Raph will be more than happy with some Gilded Grace, but yeah, Demi,
Nice.
he gets a bit fussy around the sweet stuff. I've got some bitter ale down below. I can try and seek it out.
Oh, that would be one. Got to talk about price though, because I'm building a horde, a dragon's horde, and I'm willing to spend some of it for Demi and Raph.
How
What do you reckon?
big a keg are you looking at?
Big as me?
How dragony is this dragon horde of yours? And she'll have a face of like entertaining a child when she's asking this, kind of speaking to Jomp.
Wow, really dragony. It's full of gold. It's full of gold. I got really old gold, which is really, really pure apparently. Don't know where that came from at all. No, not at all. And then I've got some standard gold coins. I got at least 12.
Well, I wouldn't want to leave you without enough
Hoardless.
to yes, I wouldn't want to leave you hoardeless.
Because then I couldn't call myself a dragon at all. I'd just be a sad lizard. You don't want to make me into a sad lizard.
I don't know how
Tears start coming out of my eyes.
what your friends here think about, and they look to you, Rusty, and to you, Basque, a bit like your Jomp's parents, kind of like asking for approval, and ask. But if you're giving a bottle of this to Raph, it would be nice to maybe have a same size bottle for Demi, so that it's an equal present for both of them, and that might be quite affordable.
I'll tell you what, Jomp. You grab the beautiful bottles there. You pass me your old coins, and then I'll sort that out, and then we can head on our way.
And she'll go down. And she'll come back with a keg, like yay-sized keg of the stuff, as well as a single bottle, depending on what you guys want to do.
Jomp, you're the barrel expert.
I'm strong. I am. I'll hand you my 12 normal coins. You want me old coins as well?
Well, what are you paying with? I don't understand. Your old coins or your normal coins? Or...
My normal coins.
Oh well, yeah. And here, I'll sort that out. And,
I'll hand you the 12 normal coins, because my other 3 ancient coins are truly dragon-worthy coins. Put them back in my pouch.
Anne will, and the barmaid, Anne will lean over on the other side of the keg towards you, Rusty. It's 15 gold for the keg, just 3 gold for the bottle. So it's up to you whatever you want to do.
oh well, a bit of a scarper there, because I was going to do something nice, but you've just ruined it. You know.
Oh, I'm
This
so
little
sorry.
Jomp over here, you know, I was just trying to do something nice for them so they could keep their hoard. But yeah, you've priced me out of that one. So
I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm sorry.
right, I tell you what, right? I've got these 12 gold here. I've got 12 gold in my bag here. I don't suppose you've got any like interesting or like old coins or like something unusual. You know, I mean, like non-legal tender.
Not that I can think of. No, it's whatever people pay in. Usually gold, silver, copper, that kind of thing.
Well, what I want to do is I'm going to pretend that this, my little friend Jomp here paid for it, and I was just going to slip a little special coin back in their hoard for him. You know, something nice. You know, a little treat.
So, what are you looking to do?
I wanted to see if she had any like old or unusual coins that I could add to the Jomp's hoard, and then.
Ah, I see. I mean, I can look in the till, but it's not something we usually find. Do you want to roll a d20 for us, Rusty? Is this the first dice roll of the day? No, the second dice roll of the day.
We don't do dice rolls. D20. 12.
She has a rummage through, and she'll find like an odd-looking silver piece and bring it over. I don't recognize this coinage. It could be old, I guess.
Yeah, I think that'll work. So how about I'll give you, what was it, 15?
15 for the keg if you want to go all out.
If I get the keg, then you throw in this little trinket for free.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah. It's a deal. It's been a very costly day for me, but pass it on.
Well, there you go. And she'll again look down to you, Jomp, and be like, "Well, it looks like you're taking the keg, which is good." And we'll offer.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe slide it towards Basque, who's the biggest of the three of you.
Yeah, Basque.
I'll still be having like the crossbow in both arms, so I'll tuck it under one and then sort of like wiggle the barrel under the other.
Oh, I thought I was carrying that.
Oh
Well,
no!
Oh yeah, because you've got the braces.
It's very heavy. let your friend kindly put away their weapon in our establishment, and they can carry it for you.
It's not a weapon. It's an emotional support crossbow. It's a new thing from overseas. You know, you're always safe when you've got a deadly weapon on your chest, in your face. Yeah, they need to work on the catch line, but. Yeah.
Vas will just look completely deadpan at the barmaid and just go, it's called sweetness, actually.
My sweetness.
Sweetness.
Stroking the crossbow.
It's a sentient weapon. It's for blood.
It offers the sweet release of death. But yeah, they'll pass the barrel to you, and you guys can, if you wish, you can leave the bee's knees and head out. And do any other
While
business.
Jomp's distracted with the barrel, and could I slip into their hoard, wherever they keep their hoard? I'm sure I know that. The special coin and the change, the 9 gold that's left.
Oh, how accessible is Jomp's hoard to those who know?
It's a pouch that's made out of potato sack. You can
Not
see
just potato.
it's
not hollowed
just
out
not made out of
baked
potato, and you can just see the word pot on the outside of the pouch, because the rest of it is in the tied up bit. It's just on the outside of her clothing, really swinging along.
Keeping up with making Rusty be the only one doing checks this game. Do you want to do a sleight of hand? But you know where it is. It's going to be an easy check. But yeah, to see if you can pop it in without Jomp noticing. Oh yeah, not a problem.
16.
Yeah, only you hear the chink of coins, is it?
I'd have to roll a 17 or above to be able to even spot that.
You can try if you want to. If you want to. Oh, okay. Go.
Thank you.
But yeah, you guys can go back out into the street. The sun is set now, so there's a little bit of orange hue on the horizon, but it's mostly darkened. Was there anything else you're doing in town? Pre-wedding? Before? Also going to go and, find Travis and find what that is, but it's mostly pre-wedding.
Oh, let me put that as the title of this episode. Pre-wedding.
Mostly pre-wedding.
Yeah.
Pre-wedding. Footnote. And Travis, the world.
The B plot being Travis and, and all that business.
Side quest.
And the C plot being, what is it, SpellJammer, the actual game.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't criticize you guys for that. I'm the one driving the C plot a good quarter of a mile down the road.
We want to find Hob.
Yes.
Cool. So Hob.
Happy Hob.
Happy Hob's. I'm going to say route is probably a bit of a strong word, but his usual kind of patrol area is the docks themselves. So you can head to the docks, and you'll find wandering around, kind of like perusing the town, kind of like along the docks and keeping an eye on the boats and stuff. And you'll see Hob walking up and down.
Basque, you want to take this? Jomp's looking a bit doe-eyed behind that barrel.
Is Jomp carrying the barrel now?
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm carrying the barrel. It's just the armor. It's just amazing armor.
It's very
I
pretty.
want to wear armor. Yeah,
Jomp doesn't
that's
get
what
to
it
wear
is.
armor.
I'm looking at the armor.
Jomp can have magical armor, but not regular armor.
Not regular armor for me.
Well, I was looking at it today. Actually, you can wear all the armor you want. You just can't do anything when you're in it. It's disadvantage on everything, and you can't cast spells. So
Wow.
Look good.
Yeah, you can be a little shell, just hide and not do anything.
In a breastplate.
in like full metal armor, you'd be fine. And yeah, he'll turn around and see you guys approaching. And we'll shout out
Oh yeah.
in the darkness. Who goes there so armed? Towards you, probably Basque.
Hi Hob.
Oh, it's you guys. What are you guys doing?
I like
this
to think
evening? Hope you're doing well.
He sees these bright yellow eyes and a crossbow.
Yeah. Well, this is it for old Hob, I guess. I've had nightmares about this. The soothsayer said this was going to be it. Flashing eyes and a bolt in the back.
That with a crossbow, never seen it.
What brings you guys out here so late and wielding weapons?
We were looking for you, which actually doesn't make it sound any less sinister.
I knew it. The mayor was right about me.
Oh no, not the mayor. It's all right. She's gonna be the ex-mayor soon. We're planning a coup Hob, but you don't need to worry about that right now. So,
what's happening?
So you know Travis?
Oh yes, had a bit of a troublemaker.
Well, his friend Hutchins was trying to recruit us
Guardsman Hutchins.
for.
He was trying to recruit. Sorry, go
on. He's working for Travis.
Oh, not Hutchins.
Yes, and also if so they're up to no good, and he might have possibly killed some skeletons or turned some people into skeletons or put skeletons where there shouldn't be skeletons. But he tomorrow, if you go to Travis's warehouse, You can
Bad-
catch him. Hmm.
I don't know if Hob would
He-
call it the Bad
he's-
Batch warehouse. I don't know if you'd call it that or not. But we'll call it that for now.
But we wanted to let you know because we are going to go and see, going to Grick Hollow and also a wedding.
That sounds like a really busy day tomorrow. But
Mhm.
you're saying Hutchins is always so. All the townsfolk like him. Whenever he goes into the shops, he comes away with. They give him gifts of money or food. I don't understand. Like, he's always giving me advice. He's saying that I can do the same thing if I follow him. I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Like a protection racket.
Well, protection? Yeah, we're guards.
What?
Oh, Hob.
God?
Just sort of pat him on the face.
Poor Hob.
Well,
Sweet
I'll
innocent
Oh,
Hob.
I'll get some of the
Sweet
guards.
simple Hob.
Sweet simple. I'll get some of the guards together and we'll go and see him tomorrow outside the warehouse. I guess, and if he's up to anything questionable, then I
Mhm.
guess.
Maybe take your commander as well, you know, and some handcuffs.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's very strange. Wait, did you say you were going to Grick Hollow?
Yeah, look,
Yes.
we've explained it's a small boat. Not everyone can get on it, okay? You would have been invited to the wedding, but it was a close, intimate ceremony.
You're getting.
You know,
There's a wedding at Grick Hollow?
oh, yeah. Right. I've got to sum this up for you. We're going to Grick Hollow with two blacksmiths who have just built us a ballista. They're getting married. Grick is going to do the singing. We've got the ale, and yeah, it's simple. I don't know. Everyone seems to keep going on about this, but you know, it's.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I thought it was something strange, but that makes perfect sense. Just be careful around Grick Hollow. There's stories around that place. So. Yeah.
And,
Do you have
just-
any? Oh, sorry, go on.
Just as an aside, could you do you know Emil Staines?
Oh, yes, I know Emil up at the Cap and Quill.
Could you just keep an eye on things? You know, just a bit of extra security. Just 10 or 20 guards, 24/7 should do.
Well, it's not my usual area, but I can keep an eye. That's usually where Hutchins patrols. But
What?
I'll keep. I'll pop in every now and then to make sure he's okay. Is he in danger?
Well, I don't know now. Now I'm worried. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll stick to plan 4, whatever it is. Just go to the warehouse, observe Hutchins, get promoted. Then you're in a position of power, and then we'll come back and at some point arbitrarily use that as a hook. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
You think if I bring down Hutchins, if he is doing what you're saying he's doing, you think that'll get me a promotion?
I think it'll get you more than a promotion, son. You might get some trousers to match that fancy top of yours.
I've always wanted trousers. It's so cold here. Well. Maybe I'll be doing some good here, making a good change. I'll thank you for the tips, good citizens of Scrumby.
Maybe take a holy priest with you tomorrow. That might be a good idea. And if anyone's averse to modern impressionist bone formations, maybe they could do a different route.
I love that Hutchins is going to go down as Hannibal.
Oh, and behind the bookcase, there's 2 trap men. They had a spell cast on them. They don't know what they're doing, but they're good. They're good boys. Maybe you can make them guards or something.
Ooh, that is an unexpected turn. Oh, there's people. I'll see if we're allowed in the warehouse. With guard though, we should be allowed in the warehouse. We'll check it out.
Yeah, well, if you're going to get a promotion, you have to understand how this works. You're the law. You could go wherever you like, mate. You know, it's you don't have to ask. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, we'll save these
shiny,
trap men.
shiny light. Wave your hand. Kurt and Ernie, top banana.
Top banana.
Is this the story of how the only good god in Scrumberry, like, fell and became twisted and corrupted? I can go anywhere and do anything. These people are at my mercy.
You've got them looking for Kurt and Ernie. You're about to take out Travis as the power vacuum. You've just groomed poor Hob to be the next BVEG.
Okay, well,
So
let's get back to Miss Flowerpenny. You know, we did mention we were seeing you, and she did go a bit dull-eyed when we mentioned you. So yeah.
I do.
Bye, Hob.
Bye.
Love you.
Hi.
I like you in an official capacity. And yeah, you guys can head back to Miss Flowerpenny's, and she'll be busy making this, working very hard to get this cake made. And up in the distance in the hills, before you head back into Miss Flower, you can see the light of Shelley's smithy, which is not an easy thing to say, I realise now. The light on top of the hill as she's working away on the jewellery. Unless there's anything else you guys want, you can have your long rest for the evening.
Yes, please.
You know what? I think we've done good today. But we've been busy.
Oh, quite a busy day, wasn't it?
My dogs are barking. That's I wish I'd get some kind of like lift system for that ill. It's you think the inanimate plants will be okay?
Hector and his
Yeah,
brood.
Hector.
No, I'm worried about him now we know about Hutchins, to be quite honest. Hector is a big mushroom, and he's got a big pair of lungs, a big mouth on him. So it's very likely that he can call for Emil if anything happens. I think Emil and Hector will be good for each other, like.
The way he rubbed him and the ink come out, you know, he didn't
I
do that for
don't-
me.
He didn't do that for you. What do you want Emil to do for you again?
Well,
Oh,
just
Hector, did you rub him the right way? Because it was a very delicate touch on the underside of his frilly bits.
I mean, it's called a drunken technique, you know. It's not called the subtle manipulation of
Fungal frills.
turgid fungus.
Why don't you ask Emil when we come back to see if he'll teach you?
Jomp, just lie to me. Just lie to me, Jomp. Just tell me it'll be fine.
Oh, it'd be totally fine. It'd be no problem at all.
Oh,
100%. 110%.
good. You can put that barrel now down. You know, Jomp.
Oh, I forgot I was carrying it.
No,
I wondered why I couldn't see you.
yeah,
Thought my eyes were closed.
It's been a busy day. Basque, are you okay there with sweetness?
I am as comfortable as a crossbow bolt in a crossbow. And it's just like stroking the thing. That is felt up asleep on sweetness.
It's like a bolt just like thunk into the ceiling.
Not a hair trigger.
Does sweetness need to be treated with like oils and stuff to keep her supple?
Respect.
Just all she needs is respect.
I like to think if we're wrapping it up, then Rusty just pulls Jomp aside and. Have you ever heard that tale of Kazatea, the sentient sharpest sword?
Yeah, no, I've heard I've heard the tale of the rock that became two.
Yeah, I don't think we're on the same page.
What happened to Kazutoya?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you about
sensual
Kazutoya,
sword.
and you tell me about your sword. No, that's wrong. You tell me about your rock.
All right.
I like to think they drift off to chatting away.
Chatting away about the rock
Kazutoya
that became
is
two Kazutoya.
is a sword in the Dristuerden series who is sentient and subtly manipulates everyone to do its bidding and basically kill everything.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so
I wasn't sure if that was going to be a Rusty original.
and it can cut. Yeah, no, it's a proper blade and it can cut through anything.
Ooh.
Yes.
Not an OP sword for Drizzt.
No, it wants to get to Drizzt, but Catty Bree has it, but then it gets stolen by a human who it gets killed. He gets the woman killed, and then it goes off to an orc tribe.
See, now you're making me want to go back and do more of the Drizzt series because I drifted away from it. Maybe now there are evil manipulating swords involved. I'm more on side.
Stormbringer and Mournblade of Michael Moorcock's.
Is that a weapon or a book?
Stormbringer, and there's a whole load of books about them.
Was Stormbringer the weapon in? No, Storm's Herald wasn't it in our homebrew D&D?
Oh yeah, that was big
did I name
hammer.
it? Did I just steal it from a book? Not even real.
Not even real.
The last 11 sessions are actually canonically SpellJammer content, aren't they? I knew it.
You wouldn't believe how much of the adventure book is just like chilling out in Scrumby.
Wedding planners.
There's like 2 pages at the end, and you go to space and stuff.
Space Jam!
Space Jam was a very potential name for this.
Space Jam.
Yeah. So no, I can't do that. So, as you guys drift off, you can all get all of your health back, all of your spells back from this session that you've been using, all of your everything you've done in this session can get fully replenished. Although, actually, for Jomp, you did get wounded, so you can get your health back, right? And you use spells in the previous session, not in this session.
In the previous session, yeah, I'm Peachy keen.
Hey, Peachy's back.
From a mechanical standpoint, a backpack with a sentimental backpack inside, does that weigh twice as much?
The weight of the backpack would be in one of the items that weigh inside the thing. So it would be...
It's got sentimental holes, remember?
Oh yeah, so call it 4 pounds or whatever rather than...
It's not the backpack
5
it
pounds.
used to be.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a backpack that weighs £9 and all it has in it is a backpack. Inception backpacks.
Exactly. And each one of those can carry another £5 until you've actually got. You don't need a bag of holding. You just store backpacks within backpacks, and it's fine.
I got a whole chest in it.
So much like I said last week, next week you're off in the boat, which has not happened thus far in this session. Although actually, if I'm correct, Ghost of Sunny, we won't be here next week. Is that right?
I don't think. Well,
Is it
I don't think we will be.
Okay.
It's up in the air. I might be able to do it remotely. We'll see.
Cool. Well, we'll find out.
We can find out.
You can check out the Discord and find out. But in the meantime, I have been JStation64. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, today. It's been a really, really fun, almost dice-free session, but it's been very, very fun as the gang have gotten ready for wedding times. You can find my stuff over on my channel, it works, yay! My YouTube channel and my Twitch, which I stream at 9:30 AM, and we're doing some Pokemon this Sunday. Pokemon Stadium, which is nice and bright, better than, not better than, but different than Turok, which was finally finished last week.
I think you can say better than. That's allowed. That's allowed.
Well, I don't know how good Pokemon Stadium is though without the cartridge, because it's meant to have a cartridge that lets you play all your Pokemon from your cartridge. but the Switch version doesn't have that. So I don't know what Pokemon I'm going to be using. It might just be like me with like no Pokemon versus enemies. Like, well, this is great. Find out on Sunday. And I have also been joined by Basque. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Yes. We have a Little Ghosty Games YouTube channel where you can find previous episodes of the Jammy Dodgers if you're wondering why we're planning a destination wedding on the way to fight a monster and/or peaches.
Definitely taking it back. The fighting the monster, whatever it is you're doing, is definitely taking a back step to the wedding, which is amazing.
I'd like to think in the background there's like a volcano exploding, world-ending event.
Are you saying that love isn't the most important thing, Jay?
I'm saying it's the least important thing. Combat rolls, that's the most important thing. Attack modifiers, that's all I care about.
Attack modifiers. But yeah, thanks very much.
And there will be soon, hopefully, some Vaesen joining the Little Ghosty Games YouTube channel, as I'm currently editing them. But I need a whole new bunch of music because the music does not fit from the last episode to this episode, so that's taking some time to sort. We also have with us, of course, RevTed. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. It's been fun. Good loss. I literally feel sorry for you most weeks, but
Is that just generally, or because of the game? Or...
a bit of egg, bit of column B. But yeah, I feel like we're virtually just throwing your gaming book out the window. And...
Oh, you are mad to think I've got a book. Amadan will know that I'm more than accustomed to the wild wanderings of players and how much I love it. It's genuinely my favourite thing. So this is, as you imagine, maybe not entirely what I planned for today's session, but I've loved every minute of it. It's been super fun.
There's a whole team of people waiting to attack us.
Yeah. Just the queue. And like, where are them heroes? And yeah, you've had a new video out released today, right? On your review.
Yes, I have on a server, a big old server, a behemoth of a server.
It's on YouTube. It's about a server.
Yeah. But
you can watch the video without accessing the server.
Yeah, like some idiot talks some crap, and people click like occasionally. So yeah,
that is fake news. RevTed's videos are very, very good. You should definitely check them out. And last but by no means least, we have Amadan. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, what a fun evening it's been planning a wedding. Never thought I'd be doing this and have people listening to us do it. What have we learned today? We've learned how baby kobolds are born, perhaps, and all that there is left for me to say is Yulalunari Nelva Korvaina. From the ashes a fire shall be awoken.
Which is what we were saying just before the stream started, so full circle.
Does the kobold come first, or does the egg come first?
The
rock come first.
The rock came first. The rock is the alpha and omega.
Is the egg in the rock also a kobold egg? That's then. Yeah, we don't go into that.
The circle of life.
Yeah, Rossi just gets his junk out. That's how the humans are made. Or so he's been told.
Thankfully, yeah, everyone else is asleep when Rusty gives the talk to Jomp. So. But until next time, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I hope you'll have a wonderful week, and we will catch you next time. Cheers, guys. Have a good time. Bye-bye now.
Bye.